It's okay, Sunita. No problem. Shall we begin?
So anybody else started? Huh? Shall I start?
No. You need to start. Yes. Yes, please start.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm Sunita, one of the registered nurses from the Public Health Center. Is this Mr. Wilson's house?
Yes, my name is John Wilson.
Okay. Is this the correct time to speak to you? Because I just came for a home visit.
Okay. Please go on.
So am I speaking to Mr. Wilson?
Yes.
Okay, Wilson, shall I come in?
Examine for what?
No, I just do. Okay, Wilson. I hope this is the right time to speak to you. Is that okay?
Yes, that's right.
Okay, Mr. Wilson, how are you doing now?
Yeah, I'm doing well. Thanks for asking.
Okay, what about how is your feeling after the medications? Because your GP only instruct me to go and visit you once about your condition. So is it okay for you to share with me?
Oh yeah, right. I will do that. Nurse, I tell you that my depression has improved, but
Okay.
I'm quite worried about my new problem. That's insomnia. I'm not able to sleep at night.
Okay, so you are not getting any sleep. Oh, okay, no problem. I'll just inform the doctor regarding this condition, and definitely he will provide some suggestions to solve this problem. Is that clear, Wilson?
Yes.
And I heard that you're having some problems of your leg. I just want what you are experiencing now. I just want to know the onset and frequency of that condition, Wilson.
Yeah, so it started a couple of weeks ago. And what did you ask? Another question?
Leg syndrome symptoms.
Yeah, so it's like,
Restless leg syndrome.
Right. It's like throbbing sensation, kind of pins and needles, and it itches as well. And I always urge to move my legs.
Okay. So you are having that pain as well as pinching sensation, pinching pain, right?
Yes.
So I'm so sorry to tell you that, Wilson, it's not curable, but we can reduce this, but it's not a serious conditions. Okay. If you are able to do some self-help measures like massaging the leg or stretching exercises, as well as use some hot fermentations over that area, that and all will definitely reduce this pain and symptoms what you are experiencing. Along with that, try to avoid some caffeine or alcohol, and moreover, avoid to eat late at the night. How does that sound, Wilson?
Yeah, that's quite, I don't know how would I do everything, but I think you're right. I have to take care for this.
Okay. No problem. We are here to help you. Nothing to worry. We will teach you how to do all those things initially. So you will get an idea, and afterwards you can continue that. Is that okay for you?
Yes, that's fine.
Do you have any more concerns regarding this condition, Wilson?
Can I take medications to treat the condition?
Medication is a good option, Wilson, but I would like to say that implement all these remedies. If it is not working, then we can go for the medications. Okay, otherwise it can cause some side effects, like you may get chance of get addiction to that particular drug, or sometimes you may experience some constipation or dizziness. and some drowsiness during the daytime and all. If you avoid that, that is the better option. And if there any other option, we can go for it. How does that sound, Wilson?
Yeah, I think you're right.
Okay, Wilson, do you have any more concerns or
No,
doubts
that's all.
regarding?
That's all.
Thank you so much, Wilson.
Fine.
Sure.
Yes, Sunita. So, how was it? How did you perform? What do you think?
Really, I don't know. This is my first experience in Zoom meeting. I'm speaking.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
you can evaluate because in between some disturbances was there and continuous call was coming, so it was distracted my concentration. Even though I tried to complete, but I'm not sure how much it was effective. Means how was that speaking?
Right, right. Okay, so do you want me to score this particular conversation?
Yeah, of course. I just want to know where, because if somebody else is assessing, then only we can come to know what are the problems I'm having during that conversation, right?
Right. And have you booked your exam or any date?
Yes, next week, this month 9th.
Oh my God, really?
Mm.
And are you taking any coaching anywhere from any professional?
Yeah. One of my personal trainer, I joined, so she's guiding me.
Personal trainer, you mean to say any trainer, a professional trainer?
Yeah, professional trainer.
Okay, right. Fine. Just a moment, sorry.
Mm. What is this?
Okay, is it visible?
Yeah. My name is not there in that.
Yes, your name is not there. Okay, so let's make it Sunita. Fine. Now it's there?
Yeah.
Okay. So Sunita, according to the conversation, you have to work on your pronunciation as well, right? So the most appropriate score.
I tried so many times that, but my accent, it's very difficult for me to change that. No, I tried so many times. Okay.
Now, what I suggest that accent is different and pronunciation is different, right? You can have any accent, that's fine. So if you're like from South India or if I'm from North India, we may have different accent, right? But word, how to pronounce the word, that can be managed. Okay. So for example, if I tell you like, if I have to say emergency, it should be emergency. Okay. If I say, I hope I have addressed all your concerns, it should be, I hope I have addressed all your concerns. Addressed all your concerns. So this is called pronunciation. So even if you have different accents, still you can have appropriate pronunciation, good pronunciation, right? So in intelligibility, if your accent is different, it doesn't matter a lot. So according to the OET criteria, if you have different accents, still they accept it. But you should have good pronunciation with intonation, right? With a proper tone and syllable breakup stress as well. So that's the part of pronunciation. So what I suggest here, you score 3 here out of 6. Okay. Now fluency. So
you are giving E grade. Am I right?
no, not yet. It's not completed yet.
Oh, okay.
It's not completed yet, I'm saying. Okay. So we are just calculating your score according to the assessment criteria.
Yeah, it's
okay, till we reach this part. Okay. Fine. So next is fluency. So I see that you have good fluency, right? Uh, there were not a lot of pauses. You didn't stuck anywhere, right? But there should be intonation and modulation in your voice, right? For example, if I say, "Oh, that's great," am I speaking with Mr. Wilson?
Yeah. Okay.
And then in that way, this is the part where we can focus on voice modulation, right? Oh, right, Mr. Wilson, I have your case file with me, and I know, right? In this way, so you can modulate your voice a bit, and definitely
Voice modification. Okay, sir. I
voice,
got the point.
yes. So if I say my name is Gurminder Singh, and if I say my name is Gurminder Singh, you will see difference. You will see difference.
Yeah.
So work on voice modulation. That's a better way. So you have good fluency, not too bad here, but I would like to suggest that you can work more on this, right? So I go for 4 in fluency. Okay.
Okay.
Now, appropriateness of language. So here, I found that you are not able to give a proper information that why you're there, and there were like a lot of repetition in between. It was not properly addressed actually in this particular. So
introduction was okay.
Yeah, so I would like to go for 2 for this particular part. But there were a few things like good parts where you addressed his problems, where you suggested that we can do something, for you. You can share the problems with me or whatever, So let's make it 3 for this particular part. So work on this appropriateness of language. Now, resources of grammar and expression. So I don't see much problem in grammar, although there were like few things, but I think that can be managed. So work on your grammatical part as well. Avoid repetition of the words, right? It hinders your language, right? So I can go for 4, but still you need to work on grammar part as well.
Sure, sir.
Okay, so relationship building, I didn't find much relationship with the patient. Reason because you repeated all the time, like, is this Mr. Wilson's house? I said yes. Then again you said that, so is this right time to talk? I said yes. Again you asked me something, that is this am I speaking with Mr. Wilson? So there were like a lot of unnecessary questions in the starting part, right? And purpose was not so clear. So relationship building, and once I think you said Wilson without salutation, right? So better to avoid these kind of words, like don't say Wilson. Always
during the conversation, always we have to address with the Mr. Wilson. No, I'm just
Mr.
asking.
Wilson. Mr. Wilson.
Till the end of that role play, we have to. Okay.
Yes. And in
fact, I heard somewhere. So initially you can address with the salutation, and later you can speak or you can use the second name or whatever it is. So that's the reason I approached that way.
Okay. Can you see this role play card here? Right. What's his age?
60 years old.
60, right? So this is very important for relationship building, that you give respect to your patient, right? So always use salutation while addressing your patient, right?
Sure.
So if you have heard somewhere, I don't know where you heard this, but I'm not sure about this enough. We should not use it actually.
Okay, sure.
So always follow this particular part.
Yeah, sure.
Right. Next, so relationship building, I'll give you 1. Sorry. Okay. Now, next, understanding and incorporating patient's perspective. So you have to understand his perspective, and then you add your explanation accordingly. We can go for 2 in this particular part out of 3. Right. Next, providing structure. So structure was not so clear to me in the conversation. You said that yes, your GP just told me I came here because your GP told me, and this was taken up when I asked you. Remember, why would you like to assess me? So you were not
Yeah,
ready
I
to
told you,
assess.
sir. Yeah, I understood, because even I also confused during that time, because I got a call and the phone was ringing. I was really confused where I had been. So there was a concentration deviation during that time. I know there was a lagging. I know very clearly.
Fine, that's fine. Okay, so information gathering. Next. Sunita, tell you seriously, you were not able to pick all the questions in proper manner. There were like questions, and even in information gathering, you didn't provide any sequence before that even, right? And there were like
The sequence was not there. Okay. I also felt that.
This was missing triggers, right?
Oh.
Then there were four questions total. Onset, number one, right? Next was frequency, duration, and pain. You missed duration, right? I told you about pain, that's fine. Onset, I told you about onset and frequency. You missed this frequency part also. Now, what I remember that you asked me questions, two questions together. You asked me that
Yes.
what about onset and frequency of your pain, right? So first of all, Sunita, always avoid compound question. You should not ask more than one question at a time. Okay.
Okay.
So ask onset and then ask about frequency. Then go for duration. Now there was another point. What I realized, I didn't tell you about leg problems.
Exactly, sir. That.
Right. I just told you that I have a problem while sleeping. I'm not able to sleep at night. So you said this, that for your leg problems, tell me the symptoms or something.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I understood. So I could have find out what is the cause or trigger for your insomnia, right?
So this was like I had to tell this, that I have problem with my legs. You should not elaborate.
Exactly. I was little bit confused during that time. Yeah, I understood.
Okay. So information gathering, I'm so sorry for this, but I'll not take more than one for this out of three. Okay. It was not properly structured kind of conversation. Information giving, yeah, that was sort of fine, right? But information giving, let me open this part. Okay. So there were like too much information in one go, right? And you are not able to check with the patient whether he understands. So after your explanation, always check with the patient that I hope it's fine with you. I hope it's clear to you, right?
Okay.
Will you be able to follow this? Will you be able to do this? Is this plausible? Is this possible for you? Oh, these kind of statements. And after checking, try to encourage the patient to ask questions, more questions. For example, so do you have any other concerns? Do you have any other queries? Do you want to ask anything else? Do you have any other questions? So different ways of encouragement. When I put a concern, right, you have to use persuading statements for this. It means, suppose if I say that, what about medications? Can I take medications? So you have to start your answer. Oh, right. It's a good concern. It's a good question. It's a reasonable question. Let me guide you. Let me explain this to you. Right? And then you can start explanation. Again, after explanation, check with the patient. I hope it's clear to you. I hope it's fine with you. Then again, encouragement. So do you want to ask anything else? Is there anything else I can help you with? Then again, oh, that's a reasonable query. That's a reasonable concern. Let me explain. Let me tell you. Then this is the way how we proceed with information giving.
Okay.
Don't talk too much in the conversation. Take pauses afterwards. Like it should be in chunks, small chunks, and then you have to check with the patient. Are you able to follow me? Or is this clear so far? Or, I hope it's fine with you till this point. This way, you can check with the patient.
Okay.
You should not explain a lot of things in one go. Chunks, and then check. Okay. Then encourage to ask questions. Then persuade. Oh, that's a reasonable concern. That's a good question, for example. Then explain. Okay. Make it more politer. So for this particular score, I would not go for 1 at least, but I think we should go for 2 for this particular part. Right. So this is all what I have, got it here. Yes, Sunita. So 54%. I'm so sorry for this, but just what's your score?
C.
Yes.
C.
In this particular conversation, C. It's here.
Okay. 40 to 60 is C. So
yes.
60 to 70 is C plus.
Yes.
And above. Okay.
Then you get
I don't. Okay.
70-80%.
Yeah. Thank you so much, sir. For your
Yes, any other concerns?
I'll try the modification, what are the suggestions you given to me now. I will try to implement from today onwards.
Sure, you have to, because you have your exam on 9th, and that's very crucial time for you.
Exactly.
And even you can talk to your trainer. I think he needs to work on you for these particular steps.
Yeah.
Fine. Yeah. So how was the session? By the way, how was the session?
Yeah, it's really good and very informative, sir. And I never know these strategies, what and all you are using for the means, what and all it's mentioned here, intelligibility, appropriateness of. This is the first time I'm seeing this, how they are giving the grade, right?
These are the basics of any assessment. You remember your assessment criteria, speaking assessment criteria.
Yeah.
Right. This is exact same, and this is how they assess how we should proceed with the things. It should be in a structured manner, well-structured manner.
Okay.
Fine. Anyways, be in touch. If you have any concerns, right, you can text me in the group.
Sure, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I need your feedback in the group for this particular conversation.